Hi. Oh gosh, this thing here only recorded very low. Oh my goodness, this thing here, I've been talking a very long time. And what is happening? I'm gonna have to extra check this thing here because I'm using, if you look at some of my other videos, I'm using a different device, and this device is not of my favorite. It's not. But this video is about Smart Mom 1981. She's a Gemini, but she has a lot of Libra traits. And I just was going on and on earlier what I said that felt so good. And then kind of find out that the video stopped at right at 3 seconds. And I'm like, oh. So I'm gonna have to, try to recollect much as that possible to come back and put up in this here video. Try to have it less than 10 minutes. That is my goal. Do check the other videos that I did. I said I was gonna do various YouTubers. And I said I was gonna start out with 3, and then I may come back next month. I don't know, just depend on the feedback. I ain't giving no time. Ooh, don't hold me there. Don't give me no time because there are like over 200 videos that you can catch up watching on this channel here. So I have being Nisi on here. That's the first YouTuber celebrity reading I did. I said on her video, I said what I was gonna do. Keisha Anderson, and I was gonna do Smart Mom 1981. This is Smart Mom 1981 video, Gemini. Uh, the so I've added Strong Mommy Chrissy up in it. And I said it is kind of controversial, but hey, I'm gonna take it as a mellow deck of cards. To do that video now because I don't know the next time that I'm going to really update. And if you look at my preset Michelle, that one I was supposed to do. I was really supposed to do a preset Michelle before I actually started doing calling it reading estimates and kind of how I got started with it. Like people say stuff and then you never catch what they say until a long time later. And replies back from my videos. And I know you don't see many views for my videos, but many people respond to me online. And a lot of, like to have one-on-one response to me. So that's kind of how I'm at how I'm at where I'm at today. So I'm doing a YouTube reading estimates. They already put like a lot of their lives out of there. So I would never do Jelly Corians. I would never do her. And I salute. I appreciate. I salute her. I admire her highly. I really do. But I just won't do hers. And even if I even if the ones I'm doing now they become up to a higher threshold where they're 500, 300,000 subscribers. I mean the video's already up, so hey, and I may eventually do someone that they may have 1 million subscribers. So this certain I'm just not gonna do. So Smart Mom 1981, I was writing to her and she could not understand, I'm a Bayou writer, and she from already a Gatorland, and she wasn't connecting on what I was speaking about, and so I've always was like she has so much Libra in her, and Libra and Gemini's really do, they really do. Don't even try to figure that math out. That's beyond that's some physics I ain't even trying to get into or beyond physics. I ain't even trying to get up in there. But one of my things I speak about, how Geminis can really be friends with their Libra children, and I don't even know if she have Libra children. I know she does have a Capricorn child. And then I believe her daughter is Aquarius or a cuss Aquarius, something like that. But I'm speaking mainly like, being a Gemini, like Gemini and Libras, they end up being too much a friend to where, they can go out and be vulnerable to the world. Let me speak more about the Gemini parent because that seems like I'm kind of being like pessimistic like, but I'm just giving a reality. So, the best way to get through is dealing with it before it happens. Hey, and that's why this is called reading estimate. Don't mean for you to go dragging or dreading your time in because obviously I'm not going to do it because this video is going to be less than 20 minutes and I have a goal of 10 minutes. So, like Gemini parents, they they are very they give to their children. Nothing you say or do can stop them from giving to their children. They just give, 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 and they very do for their children, like giving. Um, and Gemini parents with their Libra children, Libra, they like that charm, they accept it. But you have to get there, and you have to have that military consciousness with a Libra child. I'm not, like I said, I'm not about to go through like each one of our children. I know she have 5 of them. I'm not about to go through each one of our children, and you know what I'm saying. I really don't want to really like put. I'm just giving, like I said, um, it's better that you handle your own self before someone else in the streets get to them or handle it. So with uh you have, you know, the ones that are most vulnerable to, let's use the word, cults. And so these kind of parties so cults can be gangs, cults can be let's say like mushroom type of events. So yeah, cults it comes back to. And it can be stuff like just hanging around, just where their scales are unbalanced, or just too like out of tech and bipolar. Do go to my Cardi B video. Now, the thing about Cardi B, she was raised in New York, and New York will make you get your life. It will do that. But if you are not raised in New York, that means you can't survive anywhere. So, that means, especially if you have a Gemini parent, you have to be military conscious on your children. You can't just let them have fun. You just cannot just give to them. You have to actually take the physical time out and wise and wisdom them. The stuff of life. And I have a lot of Libra in the back of my chart. I have a lot of it. And I do have a prominent Gemini uh, relative ancestor. Uh, and I felt that they was like old fashioned like with me. Old fashioned Black Panther like with me, but they let the other children have their way and do whatever they wanted to do. That's the way I feel, but I still admire them. But it definitely would have been great if it was raised among all, and maybe that was done because maybe it couldn't be reached to them, or maybe they felt it was over. I can't even explain, and even they most likely, even as an ancestor, would never directly answer that. So, Geminis, like I said, they're very giving to their children. They want their children to be able to enjoy life, but you have to have that military conscious with them. The children that are, like I said, very prone to the cults and stuff like that, like I said, are your Aquarius, your Pisces, your Libra, and your Cancers. They are very prone to, but Libra can be the worst, and it's socially the worst to the part where you really would have to take care of them, and they could become this lost victim to the wayside, bipolarly, if you don't attend to that before they get out of this world. The Libra, like I said, Aquarius, they still vulnerable. The Pisces, they still vulnerable. Um, you know, like I said, I don't really know all the signs. No, like I said, I just recall mainly that she has Aquarius or Aquarius cuz child, and she has a Capricorn child. If you look at my usher, I just I really I'm not gonna really the Capricorn, like I say, they can be prepared for military, and you really have to get extra, get their moral, in line. Capricorn, you really do. You have to be extra hard at moral in line, because it could be something where you didn't teach it to them, they wasn't in the environment to it, and it just could come out of them. That could be the Capricorn. Now, water signs, they're more vulnerable to, like, especially Pisces and Scorpio. They're more vulnerable to hosts and demons. The other ones can be a transfer, pickup. That's a long story. Do check out the celebus.strikingly.com website. I will also have the mystery composition that I'm a contributor of, that you can definitely download or order the print copy. Puzzle rides. Um, so mainly the summary message, as I've been trying to write, she didn't understand it. So she's uh summary message is basically about dealing with right now. She it's good that her children have her to where they don't have to really deeply worry about poverty or feel bad or asking their mom for some toothpaste or feel bad or getting a pair of shoes, or you know, she is the type of parent like, hey, I got an idea. Let's, it's coming up, we're going to this Christmas event, and they like the part that, oh, she do suggest something for us to wear. So they do feel that she shares the load of that. And that is part of Gemini. Gemini parents, they, they give you that weight of you suggesting what you like, along with them being able to have something to offer. So that's a good Gemini benefit. I don't know if it recorded earlier, because I saw it stopped at 3 seconds. I had to restart it back up. But I sound like, like I said, she has a lot of Libra. She really does. She's more Libra as a Gemini. And like most Gemini, they have like a Jack o' lantern laugh. So that's why I put her more also at Libra too, because she don't really have that like that Jack o' lantern laugh. But if you notice, like number 45, Tupac, and they had like that Tupac and Wishbone. They had that Jack o' lantern laugh, that Gemini, and they are playful Scorpios. But that's how, that's another thing that has me like, she's more Libra. Now, it could be more her environment, her raising, that brought more Libra out of in her than being the typical Gemini. Geminis, they're really, they could really not be, like, their books isn't in their head, really. And they could use, sometimes you be like, oh, they don't really be into books, or they have like this one style book they'll read, and that's gonna be like, they read, like, they're not like, with the water sign, I have a million, but y'all gonna read this shit. I have about a million that I want to read. I'm trying to read, and I'm not finished. But then, like, if they get a book, they read it, and it's gonna be something like they're really either really drawn to, and it's gonna be that one book for their like one season or so forth, and they're gonna try to get a book that got everything into it. And there are some Geminis that, but I'm speaking relevant to Smart Mom 1981. But like, it's gonna be that one book, like, okay, let's take for example Joel Osteen book. It's gonna be that one Joel Osteen book, and that's gonna be the whole book. Like, she'll talk about for 1 or 2 years until the next popular book that she feel need to read to talk about and relate to life, and they're gonna use it like for everything. Uh, and like, like I say, Gemini's, they don't be feel like they buy $100 pair of shoes or whatever they spend on something. They usually don't have no regret about, like, oh, I bought it, but hey, like, she got the business with her husband, and so it be like, well, hey, look, we're gonna put this extra theme into it, we're gonna boost this up, and it's gonna go from there. That's how Gemini work. Or we gonna work the extra goal with this here, or just this and that. And it's gonna be to like the point, like, it's not, some, some people be like, look, well, we may have to slack up on the food. We may have to, not pay all the light bill. It don't really be that kind of effect with the Gemini. The Gemini just go, and they just go certain ways to get more money, or it's something that's like real, minor that they want that they may put on the back burner, but it don't be something like they cut off from their major stuff. Like a lot of other people may do, they may cut off from their major stuff to get this other stuff to accommodate, like, for a party or something, a goal, like, hey, we bought these $100 shoes, so, you know the house note don't get paid. Like Gemini's not like that. Like that's gonna get paid even if they have to, and they don't, like, you don't feel them working hard. Like I said, and then you also can't tell, like, they got 10, 12 children. You may not even know about it. Like they gonna be on a job, and they may talk about children. You be like, dang, you talk about a lot of different children, and then may have to ask, well, how many children you got? They may not even know how many children they own self they got, but they just calling out names. Or they just may talk about them doing stuff. It may be a child, I don't know, that may feel like they, kind of like with number 45, they feel like they don't get done. They don't get done enough. But let me tell you something. If you get uh, like, like if you have a Libra child and you're a Gemini, so like Libra children can get there and they can just never be satisfied. They could just want you to just give. Me, I want that because it's mostly my needs that mostly need to be tended to, and not just extra stuff, like extra emotional stuff, extra clinginess. So, like I say, and then that's something like a dark sideness that can come out of a Libra when they get bipolar or something like that. So, I give another of, like another example. And so, like I say, congratulations on her son's graduation. I don't know what sign he is. Like I said, I just know she got Capricorn, and her oldest daughter, I believe, is Aquarius, because I don't know the children. Sign. So right off, even though I have seen birthday videos, but I don't remember what season when it was, but I have seen their, yo, happy birthday, Millie. Happy birthday, what the other one name? Happy birthday, Cameron. That's the other one. And the son is, Capricorn. So, like with Libra children could just feel that she just need to give, just need so much. That's how it could be, and that's why you have to have that military conscious with them, so that before they go out into the world, they understand, okay, this is what mommy did, and mommy did give you, but I need you to understand and be responsible for yourself, to yourself, and to thy own self be true. That is my message. Hey, and I mean, this was not gonna go over 20 minutes. I'm SmartMom 1981. So basically, I don't have any, extreme or drastic. It's just mainly working on the reality of now, and which I'm sure she already doing, especially when she's aware of it. She's an air sign, even though she heavily pulled Libra as a Gemini. TTYL.